Here at the end of a delightful spring day is the Estadio do Marítimo, still known here as Estadio dos Barreiros in Funchal on the island of Madeira off the southwest of Portugal. And here you see the two teams going through your screen, both off the back of good wins at the weekend. Portugal beat Hungary 3-0 in Lisbon, but they have picked an almost entirely different side. Of course, there'd be a major outcry had Cristiano Ronaldo not started on his home turf. The other 10, all changes. Amongst them a debut in goal for Braga's Maradona, another chance to see Monaco's Quicksilver frontman Bernardo Silva, as well as the dominant Bayern youngster Renato Sanchez. Ronaldo, Sanchez and from the bench Coutinho are the three here who featured in last summer's European Championship final in Paris. As recently as last November, for a Champions League game involving Benfica. Sweden 4-0 winners against Belarus on Saturday also opt for wholesale change. They too have just one common factor, in their case it's experienced centre-half and captain Andreas Granqvist. Otherwise they also have one debutant in Bologna defender Philip Elanda. There's a second cap for Sam Larsson, the midfielder currently with Heerenveen in Holland. And another chance up front for Anderlecht's interesting striker Isaac Kisa Taylin, who did come off the bench and scored competitively at the weekend. Take it from Nyman, and Nyman has fed Klaassen, and Klaassen teed it up for the in-dashing Sam Larsson, who didn't get over his shot, and saw it fly high. Another indication of the festival mood here. As the Mexican wave begins, here's Nyman. There's a lot of space for Victor Klaassen. Klaassen's got a shot away and Maradona has clung onto it. And by Martins, Ronaldo makes himself back at home. It's what Madeira showed up for. A goal from one of their own, the one of their own. Cristiano Ronaldo was obliged to score tonight, and so indeed he has, for his family, for his extended family. On his island, his goal. Laid on for him by Gelson Martins, and he was not going to pass up that moment. The man of Madeira scores for all Madeira, and scores for all Portugal for the 71st time. Of course he does. Granqvist. Taylin, it's a really good ball. Crafts onto it, and his pass for Nyman was ideal. Nyman's finish wasn't. Centre forward couldn't have asked for a whole lot more than that. Kraft had made up many a mile from fullback, and his delivery was impeccable. But Nyman, albeit short of time, had space in target area. Nervously away by Holt. Back in for Ronaldo! Keeps applied a fingertip. It's actually a very good save by Johnson. They were climbing off their seats again. Beautiful ball in by Cancelo. And Ronaldo required a spring of the... Running by Coutinho, dropped by the keeper, Bruno Alves slashed at it. Coutinho, Neto competed for it, Elanda got rid of it, and Seb Larsson carries it out of harm's way. Drawing as he did, a foul challenge from Eliseu, which results in a Swedish free kick. steady moment from Carl-Johan Johnsen. It's one though with which he's got away because Bruno Alves is not in his natural territory. His goal-scoring record is bad for Portugal. 11 goals for the national side, 1 in 8. Bad for a centre-half. Danilo. Renato Sanchez. Awful lot of space for Gelson Martins. Cancelo's going outside of him. Ronaldo here is inside of him. Ronaldo. Gelson Martins. Goalkeeper's lost it. It's gone in off Granqvist. And Portugal are 2 to the good. Not a thing of great beauty, but it has been coming for Portugal, who've played the more eye-catching football, who've moved the ball with deftness, and who ended up here getting a rather fortunate break. Martins, as he was with the first goal, the supplier, but rather than Ronaldo being on hand to execute, the work was done for him by the Swedish captain, Andreas Granqvist. Sebastian Larsson. It required Marafona to go plunging. Well, if you pulled one of these off tonight, the roof would come off. Ronaldo. Using Onisu over the Pizzi. Ended up Ronaldo. Goalkeepers come crashing out. Centre halves thumping into each other. A degree of defensive carnage. And they just about got away with it. Cristiano Ronaldo was a victim of it all to a certain extent. Ronaldo went through the back of him, and on another day, the Portuguese icon just might have been looking at a spot kick. Back by Taylin. This is Niklas Hult. Taylin. Lyman in the middle. Taylin's hits, repelled by Marafona. Nyman, and swept in for Sweden by Victor Claesson. And that makes a game of it. In a flash, Portugal undone by the counter. Marafona repelled it as best he could. Nyman kept it alive, his pass was ideally weighted. And Claesson arrived late from midfield to score just his second international goal and reignite the contest on the island of Madeira. Jimmy Dermats with the corner. With to Claesson! He's nicked it in and Sweden are level! It's a really smart finish from a near prohibitive angle. Marafona may feel it is an angle he should have had covered. Nevertheless, that little Swedish enclave of support has plenty to cheer. 2 goals on the night now, 2 second-half goals for Victor Claesson. And didn't he do well to get a stud on that and to steal it in at the near post where there was precious little room. And from 2-0 down at half-time, Sweden have dragged it back to 2-2. Victor Claesson has trebled his international goal tally. Semedo, Gomez, Quaresma's push and run. Adair, Carvalho, flowing forward now the Portuguese, last throw of the dice. Cancelo, Pizzi. Did the keeper keep it from going behind? He did. And that is probably that. Claesson. That's lovely. And Hult is round the back now for Sweden. Hult's ball in! It's bounced in! And Sweden have won it, courtesy of a Cancelo own goal inside the last 20 seconds of stoppage time. It is a quite extraordinary turnaround. A team that trailed by 2 to an own goal after barely half an hour has come from that deficit to win 3-2 by an own goal, right at the death. One fullback dashed beyond the lot of them to the line, and his pullback hit another fullback and dropped in, and faces dropped, and shoulders dropped, and heads dropped, and smiles dropped.